Welcome to my crib.
Hey guys, it's Shelby Michelle of Farmhouse Living and welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing a full home tour of Mom's home, which we have never done before. We've done partial, we've done downstairs only, we've done some upstairs but not all, we've done outside. Today we are doing the whole shebang.
And let me just say, it's not like over the top right now because I'm transitioning from winter to spring.
Yeah.
And I haven't fully gotten everything out.
Yeah, so we've done
It's
a lot,
minimalist.
yes, but we've done a lot of seasonal tours, so we were just like, we need an updated full home tour. So that's what we're doing. And we're gonna actually go in the flow of the house, because normally we just start in random spots. So we are literally in the entryway, and you have this amazing little moment. I know you always laugh at me when
It's a moment. Well, here's the thing. When people come in the door, I didn't want them to bump into an entry table, so I just made a live edge shelf and decorated with the mirror, and it's just really simple, but I love it.
Yeah, and you have layered rugs, a cowhide, and then a rug on top, which is great because it protects the cowhide from all the dirt and traffic coming inside, but it also gives that full look.
Yeah, and I've tried something else, but I just love this because there's some angles here, and this is really organic, and so it just looks the very best of any rug I've tried.
Yeah, I love it. And then you have a little powder bath. We don't give that powder bath a lot of attention,
right?
But it's really cute.
It is cute, but it's going to be cuter with wainscoting and wallpaper.
Yeah, we have some makeover additions that we're adding. Just, you know, as you've continued, you're basically done with your house after your bathroom renovation.
Yes.
So now it's like just the fun fluff, the easy. And so that's one of those projects that'll be like a weekend that'll be fun.
Right.
Before, it's always been a big deal. Every project's been like demo day. You also have your guest room in the front, which we also call the Christmas room. We painted it Green Pine Mountain a couple Christmases ago, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we love it. It's a hodgepodge of things that I've had for the last 30 years, just put in that room, and it's a little boho, I guess, and it's sweet.
Yeah. So when you walk into your home, you are greeted by this dining room, which was once a formal living and dining.
Right. So the house is over 20 years old, and back in the day when they had the...
It is way older than 20 years old.
It was born.
It is not 2000. It's not 2000. It's 2020.
1999 is when this house was born.
Oh, I thought it was in 80s.
No, not in 80s.
Okay,
We've been saying 80s, but I actually looked it up the other day. It looks like 80s. Okay, that's probably why we thought it was 80s, because it was really bad 80s.
Yeah. My house is 80s, and anyways. So now we know it's all clear.
1999. I just looked it up. And it had a half wall separating a dining and a formal living area. And I took that out and made it one long dining room because that functions for our family.
Yeah.
But I had to get a friend who's a firefighter and he does woodworking on the side to build this massive table so that we could have lots of guests. And we can actually pull in more chairs than we have here now.
Yeah.
We have like 10 chairs, but I mean, we've seat 20 probably
more.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that my parents love about this house is that it's kind of in a U shape. So you can go this way and you access the kitchen and living room, which I think we should do first.
Okay.
Or you can go this way and you access the primary. Or you can go up and that's like more guest rooms. Yeah. It's the kids' rooms and all of that. So we're gonna.
So another fun fact. I was going to build before I actually found this home, and I was looking at U-shaped floor plans.
Yeah. And so there you brought you one that was already
made.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so let's go this way on the U.
Okay.
Okay, kitchen. It's kind of a galley style.
It's not what they're building these days, but I actually love it because it functions really well for walking around and serving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. I do. I really like it too, and I feel like it flows really well, especially to the dining room. I feel like when we have parties, like
yes,
the women have a place, the men have a place, or if we all want to get together,
right,
there's room everywhere. And even when we're having like Thanksgiving or Christmas,
right,
that no one's piled on top of each other. It's nice.
Yeah, and one thing I want to say is we built it 5 years ago, and now there's so much warm woods coming in that I probably would have done a wood island, but this is painted iron ore, and I love it. I painted the doors to match as well.
Yeah.
And what I did to kind of bring in those warm woods is I just added a lot of boards and pieces of wood here and there just throughout so that it still has the feel of that. But it's all paint and cabinetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is, I think, is also timeless. I know it's not like the trend is the wood, but I think this is timeless.
Me too.
There are some elements that maybe were trendy back in the day, but still timeless.
Yes.
You also have what we call the dog room to the left here. So you peek around where the fridge is. And this is where they stay when we're away.
Yes, and the bunny.
And the bunny.
We have a bunny, and he's free range. He's litter box trained, and I've told you all that before. But
yeah, that's not new information. But that's basically, it's Henry's room. But when Mom leaves, the dogs also go in there. So he always stays. But you also, I want to talk about just your laundry. We've done a
wrapping station.
Yeah.
And we haven't really done very much in there.
No,
it's just simple.
We did it once, and then we just
dropped it.
And then your pantry, it's just cute. It's organized, and I want to just throw in that, like, the Container Store uses it this year for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And I think we're not as good as the Container Store.
No,
we're not.
Definitely not.
But it's cute.
It's cute, and we try to keep it like this as much as possible. But we have a typical builder grade home in so many ways, and that's why the Container Store wanted to use it.
So then we have the breakfast nook, which is funny. So we are a family of 8.
I don't know.
There's
8.
Yes. So with the grandkids, there's 8 of us, and it's hilarious because we have this giant dining room table, but we just
cram into that little breakfast nook.
And we love it.
Yeah.
The most common question about the breakfast nook table is, what does it say?
It says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst, for
Yeah.
they shall be filled." And I've had it for a really long time, and it's just a family heirloom, and you and Tyler can fight over it.
But when your parents have really cool stuff, it's just like, you got to put your mark on it. So
It's
Tyler,
a little family joke.
Tyler, just no, that's my table. So then let's go to your living room.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so now we are in your living room. This is probably the most shown room since we've been internet sharing. What do we
Internet
do?
famous. No, we would not say that. But we have been sharing our home on the internet for a really long time. And also we're on Pinterest, and this is probably one of the most pinned rooms, mostly because of my log stack.
Yeah.
People love that.
So my dad welded this metal log holder, and it's great because even during the spring and the summer, it just adds this earthy element. And so it's always, the only time is that Mom gets frustrated with it is when it gets low on firewood. Like last week, she was like, "We can't film a video without firewood."
Well, it really does look bad when it's empty, and I really use the wood, y'all. A lot. I'll burn a fire when it gets under 70.
Yeah, she's a big fireplace gal.
And then also we get questions about the schmear on the fireplace. We actually used the same Austin stone that was on it. We repurposed it, and then we took white sand, white mortar, and did a little schmear technique so that those old Austin stone pieces that had mortar and were kind of dirty looking look clean.
Yeah, gave kind of a European farmhouse look, which we really love.
Yes.
It brings in, I feel like it really goes well with, Mom really loves coastal elements.
Yes.
And so the other thing that is really a common question in this room is, how do you keep your fiddly fig alive? Because he is huge. I mean, I want to back up and just stand by him just to give him measure.
I've shared this before. My husband bought me a fiddly fig when we were first married, and I never watered it. It still lived for a number of years. And then sadly, I mean, they can only live without water for so long, y'all. It did die. I think I put it on the back porch, and it was really sad. I'm still like a little verklempt over that. But anyway, I got a new one, and now I'm careful to take care of him. But he's so low maintenance. Once a month he gets a water, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
If I water him too much, though, he doesn't like it. And then we wipe his leaves down. That's it.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is just don't try too hard. I think the people that are killing them are giving too much effort. They're kind of a, it's like having a cat.
Or a succulent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can just overdo it.
I mean, you can just overdo it. You just,
but they definitely need light. So that's
a fact.
In my house, I have windows on both sides of mine. Compared to the last house, I only had a window in front, and it does. I mean, it's on steroids. It just keeps going and going and going.
Yes.
Another thing I want to bring up that someone brought up in was it a fall home tour? I can't remember what we were doing, but one of our favorite subscribers, Fluffy Ann, said, I noticed something that I've never noticed in the house before. And we really never get comments on it because it's hidden. And
because it's bad.
It's not bad. I actually love it. And this is one of those things I might fight over. Like
I don't think it'll be around. I mean, if I stay around for a while, because it's a leather chair that my husband loves, and we've moved it from house to house to house, and at this point the arms are almost gone. Like they've got holes in them.
Yeah, and that's just the best part about it. There actually is a hole. It's new.
I know. No, it's been there. There's holes. There's
I've
other
never
holes.
noticed that hole. But it's like that cracked leather, because it's real. I actually really like it. But the great thing about it is, if your husband wants a recliner, just stick it in a corner. Yeah. And maybe if you're house hunting, be like, could I, just like, we always ask, where could the Christmas tree go? Where could the ugly recliner go?
Right. And also, I mean, we really do, when we help our friends, we accommodate husbands, because they don't usually ask for a lot. Well, some do.
Yeah,
some are high maintenance, but most of them aren't. So we will try to put the deer head or the ceiling fan or whatever that thing that they feel like they need. We try.
Yeah. But it doesn't always work. Sometimes a room needs a chandelier, and sometimes the recliner is too ugly. Yeah. But, you do you. So we do have links for everything that is not thrifted, everything that's new, like everything that's online. We have links for that in our LTK shop. And one thing that's really popular in our LTK shop is these hydrangeas. These
Real Touch
are not fake. I mean, they're not real. They're fake.
Yeah, they're fake.
They're fake.
They're fake. They look so real. They feel real. And I love them. I mean, you can see my tulips on the table here.
Are real.
And the hydrangeas here, and they both look
real. You would never know.
You never know
when you compare. So if you want to shop all the finds you can, and also those will be linked in cards. And if you see something that you cannot find linked, I'm happy to give it to you. So just put it in the comments. And I'm spending 1 hour a day on comments this week because I'm behind. So give me some grace. I'm going to get on top of it. The next thing, so if you, like we said, Mom's house is in the shape of a U, and you walk out to the patio. So don't worry, I'm going to use old footage for the pool, because we had a bad storm actually Thursday, today's Saturday. It was bad. And the pool, every leaf...
You can show them. It's real life. I don't mind if they know that I'm a real human.
Well, I'll give a glimmer of it, but then I'm going to show footage from last summer or spring when we did the patio, because it was so beautiful.
But the patio looks good now too.
The patio.
I've spruced it a little bit. And what's fun is you can walk through this patio door and into our primary bedroom.
Yeah.
The doors are on either side of the patio.
Yeah.
I really love this house. And it was vacant for 2 years. I think people just didn't have the vision. They couldn't get it. But I saw it as soon as I walked in. I saw through the windows and to the lake, and I was like, this is it.
Yep. So let's venture on out to the patio, and I'll put some footage, but let's go to the primary bedroom, because this is new, guys. So we're going to give you...
Finally, if you've been here 5 years, I am so sorry it took me so long.
You shouldn't be sorry. I mean, it was really expensive.
It was very expensive, and it was my husband. And it wasn't even about the money. He just didn't want to be ousted from his room. Yeah. And so, but it was worth the wait.
But I just want to say, this is going to be a preview. We're going to do a full dedicated video. So if there's something you have questions or ideas or thoughts, make sure you subscribe and make sure you leave the comments below because we are really excited to share the full shebang.
Yes.
So let's go get the preview.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I feel like this is the star of the home.
Wow, it just is. And I mean, it makes me want to cry. I'm so thankful for this room. I mean, it's an oasis. And we just used what we had. We were going to recover the club chairs in the bay window, but once we did the floors and got it all done, we were like, hey, we love those chairs.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, so those were from Mom's original house. The first house that we ever published on YouTube, which is so funny. I'm going to pop that up. Mom said, welcome to my farmhouse.
I backed up to a horse field.
Yeah, and so it worked then. And I mean, you could still get away with it now, but these were in her primary bedroom at that old house, and that, you know, it was a different style. So it's crazy when you keep things, how kind of they evolve.
Yeah.
And when you had carpet in here, it just didn't work.
No, the carpet made them look like tacky.
Dated. And now they look...
And now we have this herringbone, and they have kind of a... crisscross pattern, so they work.
Yeah. And so then we have the bed from the Rustic Warehouse, which is a local shop to us, Ruggable Rug, Pottery Barn bench, Pottery Barn dresser,
Wayfair
nightstand,
Pottery Barn nightstands, Wayfair dresser.
So it's all kind of a hodgepodgey, but it all
art from collection prints.
Yeah, it all just looks really cohesive.
Yes,
and it was collected over time because some of the things were more of an investment, like your nightstands in the bed, and then some of the things were more budget friendly. So it's just kind of a over time.
Right.
You have one thing that you're wanting to update in here. Everything else is finished.
I love the chandelier. When we moved in the house, I needed something that was big, and it was inexpensive, and that's why I put it here. But goodness, I'm seeing stuff now. This is so elevated that would go better.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be a minute. I'm going to just enjoy my life and my room. And I've thought about painting it black to see if I like it better. Well, charcoal gray.
Yeah, so our friend Stephanie, who has a very popular tour on our channel, suggested that. And I agree with every design decision she's ever made except for that one. So,
but if I ruin it, you can find me that light by Becky.
Yeah, I'm going to pop that up. Guys,
yes. Oh my goodness.
It's pretty fabulous, but I'm sure...
It's probably $1 million.
Do you know how much it is?
Oh, no, but I'm sure it's very expensive. Yeah. It looks very expensive.
Yeah. Speaking of expensive, let's move on into your bathroom. We don't have to move, actually, because this isn't a dedicated bathroom video. You're getting that coming up. But you enter through these beautiful doors from Egypt, and they just give this warmth and earthy feel. And then you are greeted by this beautifully heavy-veined porcelain surround tub.
Yes. I mean, we're going to talk about that in the next video, but it is the star of the show. And then we did a herringbone on the wall of the shower. Which mirrors the herringbone on the floor. And I didn't mean to do that because I wasn't even going to do the wood floors initially. My husband helped me pull the trigger on that.
Yeah.
And then I have the original sinks. We just recovered with, new doors, the vanity, and then I built in a hutch where the linen closet used to be.
Yeah.
And we used all the same really tacky, like weird angles and everything. And we leaned into that to create character and hung a chandelier from the center point of the bathroom and used the shelves to put some fun collected pieces.
Yeah.
For a little French basket and some wood bowls.
Yeah, so I guess in 1999 it was really cool to have crazy ceilings, and that was a big dilemma, and just leaning into it. So sometimes you can feel like you need to just completely rip it out, but I mean...
You know what I think happened, honestly? I think that they saw all the different crazy ceilings and they loved them all and they tried to fit them in one small bathroom.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, what is going on in here?
Yeah, you really need to commit to one trend. So if you're like really into arches, do arches. Don't try to do
arches and points and weird things.
Just do one. So
shelves and
anyways,
things.
I love the bathroom. I can't wait to
love it more.
I could talk about it all day. So I would love to give a full dedicated video. So just make sure you subscribe for that. So like I said, full tour. So we're going to venture upstairs. We're going to talk about it in here actually, but you head upstairs and you can turn to the left. We have never shared this room. No. I'm sure Mom's probably not. It's not Mom's. It's the only room that's not decorated.
It's decorated, but it was my son's room when he was just going into college. He was in high school going into college. It was his room when he came home.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a lot of money when we moved in here. There were so many things, like the deferred maintenance, like I said, was crazy. We had to buy all new appliances and water heaters and blah, blah, blah. So I used pallets, and I got one of those, beds that you just roll out mattress, and I put it on there, and I'm like, voila, it's done. Yeah. I'd like to make that room a bunkie room someday for my grandbabies.
Yeah, they would love that. So it is funny because you got those pallets from the rustic warehouse for free when they got shipmented, and then you got a fancy bed. But honestly, if you're gonna make an investment, do it in a primary bedroom.
Hey, but guests sleep in that room. People love that room because it's very large, and I put swinging chairs. It's kind of an eclectic, fun little mix.
Yeah, I like the chairs. I slept in there last week when we were having some stuff at our house, and I didn't like when I got out. I forgot that the pallets were there.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But so the bathroom right there, that wallpaper is really popular in that bathroom with the board and batten, and we painted the floors. So it was.
So the bathroom, both bathrooms upstairs were DIY projects that Shelby helped me with. Because like I said, we had so many other things to do, but I wouldn't change them.
No.
I may tile the showers and change out the faucets in the showers, but other than that, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
It had 4 wallpapers. I don't think we have original photos, but 4 wallpapers in the Jack and Jill that we did up there. And now it's just a really fun, cohesive space.
Yeah.
And then we moved down to Quinny's room, which is part of that Jack and Jill. It's just a very small, maybe 10 by 10 room. And we painted the ceiling pink. That was, again, a DIY, like a really dusty blush. And then we just put all kind of rattan and, do you say rattan?
I say rattan, but you always say rattan.
Rattan.
I think it's because you're from Texas. You're actually from Chicago.
I'm actually from Chicago, but
yeah.
So anyway, we did that, and it's just a sweet room for Quinn.
Yeah.
And then we moved down to the next bedroom, and it's just a gray room, which we have not done anything to, but it is going to get that one's going to get a little update.
Yeah.
A little bit of an update. And the bathroom that goes with that bedroom, we again painted the floors, and we did just a very simple paint on the cabinets, new hardware.
And I did a stencil on the floors, which was time consuming, but probably the biggest impact DIY I've ever done. And I was shocked how easy it was.
Also, if you have an old home with a builder grade bathroom, one of the things you can do is you can frame the mirror, which we did in the Jack and Jill, or you can just take the old mirror out, and we went to Target and just bought one of those round mirrors that had the wood frame on it.
Yeah.
And that elevates the room and brings it up to date quickly and very inexpensively.
Yeah.
So that's a tip.
So the last room in the house is the multi-purpose, media room type situation. Yeah. I love the built-in in there, and the sofa is great, that sectional, but you can't get out of it.
My husband doesn't like it. We felt like when we had the bedroom done, we stayed up there like it was our little cozy apartment or something, and he said that if we lived there upstairs, which I don't know why we would, but if we ever decided to live upstairs, I guess he said he would get a new sofa because he can't get out of that one.
I can't get out of it, and I'm pretty agile. You just get stuck. So it's definitely a media room couch, but it's cool because there's also a table there. So if we do ever, everyone goes upstairs, we can eat, we can hang, we can...
Yeah, I love it. I would like a little kitchenette up there, but again, that's just like a dream for someday.
Yeah. So, closing notes on the home. We've never showed the full thing in flow of, how it is. It's big. This is a big house.
Yeah.
But it was very affordable.
So I got it for 90 something a square foot. And so really at the time I struggled because I was downsizing, right? I was going to downsize.
Yeah. Like you were an empty nester.
I was an empty nester. I was going to downsize, but we looked and we really felt led to buy this house. Like I can't explain to you how many ways I felt led to buy the home. And now it's become such a great place for gathering, and we have guests all the time. So it gets used, and that makes me feel better.
Well, that's what I was going to mention. There's no space unused. Like, we'll have, like, when Quinn comes over, the neighbor kids will come over and hang out. You know, the block parties, everybody comes in. I have friends over, and I'm, like, an adult with my own house. I mean, it is used. The house is...
Yeah. When people come in town from either out of state or out of country even, they stay here for sometimes weeks at a time. So we always have people.
A full house.
A full house.
And so it's a big, beautiful, very used home. And we just love it. And I'm excited that we got the full thing out on the internet. This is the first. So if you have any questions, if you want any links, if you need any ideas or details, we have a lot of budget-friendly tips in this video. So I bet if you ask a question, I probably have a dedicated video to it, whether it was a DIY project or it was just we thrifted it or, you know, whatever, how we shopped it.
We spent a lot downstairs, and that's why upstairs we basically did a full DIY up there. But you can't tell.
No, it all looks great. It flows. So again, the comment section is open for conversation on details. I can link videos. I can link products. I'm really excited to share. Next video, maybe. I'm trying to decide. We're either going to share Quinn's room at my house, the first part of our shed makeover, or the full bathroom. So we have 3 different videos.
I want y'all to see my bathroom.
Yeah, we have 3, but you don't have the hardware done on the...
Oh,
so she has
a couple more pieces of hardware. I have them. I just need to install them.
Yeah, so it depends. Do I paint my shed first, or
the shed's going to be fun?
Yeah. So we'll see. So y'all let us know in the comments what you want to see first. It's all going to be out there. We're going to put we have some really fun videos. So we're touring some friends that y'all are going to love their home tours too. So just subscribe, and I'm going to put in this little section, I'm going to put our first video. It's it's actually embarrassing because my video is not very good and you are so cheesy. The cheesiest of the world. Anyway, so if you want to compare Mom's style, then the first video and then our most recent, I think it'll be fun. So y'all have a good day.
Bye.